the weight loss trend taking over social media. Everybody's using it for weight loss, but I'll tell you what, if Ozempic isn't going to be able to stop celebrities from taking it for weight loss, people are doing Ozempic parties here in LA. Ever wondered why so many Hollywood stars suddenly look unrecognizable? It's not just aging or healthy living. It's a dangerous cycle of extreme makeovers, secret drugs, and silent struggles. The industry that sells perfection is quietly destroying the very people it puts on pedestals. In today's video, we'll uncover shocking transformations, reveal the hidden pressures behind them, and expose the high price of chasing an image that may never exist. Don't miss what's coming. Hit subscribe and stay with us to the very end. Jessica Simpson, pop star and successful entrepreneur, built her reputation on brutal honesty about body image, motherhood, and her struggles with weight. Fans trusted her because she was candid, often laughing at herself while reminding others that self-acceptance mattered more than perfection. But when she began posting photos of a dramatically slimmer, sculpted figure, nearly unrecognizable to longtime supporters, the trust began to crack. Simpson insisted the transformation came from discipline and intense workouts, yet trainers and health experts quickly raised doubts, saying her rapid change was nearly impossible without medical help such as Ozempic. Her social media revealed troubling gaps. Long absences during the most dramatic phases, followed by sudden reappearances with a brand new look. Former staff described obsessive behaviors, constant weigh-ins, extreme diets, mood swings that disrupted schedules, and even family life. The woman who once celebrated her curves now seemed consumed by the number on the scale. Publicly, she preached balance and determination, but privately, those around her witnessed a spiral of obsession. Fans who had admired her honesty began to feel betrayed, questioning whether her brand of self-love had been real or just another Hollywood illusion. For many, the pain wasn't in her weight loss, but in the loss of authenticity. Jessica's transformation became a symbol of how quickly even the most relatable stars can fall into selling impossible standards as personal triumphs. John Goodman, beloved for his role in Roseanne and unforgettable performances in films like The Big Lebowski, was always recognized for his commanding presence. His large frame, booming voice, and easy charisma made him iconic. But when he appeared recently at events, audiences barely recognized him. After shedding more than 200 pounds, Goodman looked dramatically slimmer, even frail, sparking intense debate. Reports suggest his transformation came from a serious commitment to survival. He quit drinking, began exercising daily, and completely overhauled his lifestyle. While he has spoken about wanting better health, many suspect that pressure from Hollywood also played a role, as younger actors began taking the roles he once dominated. Friends say the extreme weight loss has left him struggling with energy, sometimes appearing exhausted and weaker than before. Public reaction has been mixed. Some cheer him on for choosing health after years of excess, while others express sadness that the very features that made him unique seem to have been erased. Goodman himself admits the journey was difficult and often isolating. His case raises a troubling question. In an industry that punishes imperfection, can even legendary actors escape the demand to reinvent themselves physically? John Goodman's story reminds us that behind the applause for transformation may lie sacrifice and loss that no scale can measure. Jonah Hill. If there's one Hollywood story that feels like it belongs in a medical file, it's Jonah Hill's. For more than a decade, his body has been a public battleground. He gained weight, lost it, and gained it back again. Each transformation making headlines, inspiring memes, and drawing harsh commentary. But this most recent chapter hasn't just been the most extreme, it's been the most alarming. Those close to Hill aren't worried about his image anymore. They're worried about his health. Insiders claim that each time he puts on weight, panic sets in, driving him toward drastic measures that include risky medications to drop pounds fast. The cycle repeats: dangerous interventions, extreme weight loss, inevitable rebound. Doctors warned that this endless loop could be lethal if it continues unchecked. And this time, the impact has gone far beyond the physical. Friends describe a Jonah who is anxious, irritable, and obsessed with his appearance, constantly comparing himself to other actors, letting his self-worth rise and fall with the fit of a suit. Family interventions have failed. Perhaps most heartbreaking is what fans feel they've lost the candid, self-deprecating Hill, who once laughed at his own insecurities. In his place is a polished, carefully curated figure on social media. Every photo staged, every angle managed. Behind those images lies a story of pressure, struggle, and suffering that no diet or workout plan can erase. Chelsea Handler is a comedian, actress, and television host famous for her sharp wit and fearless honesty. Unlike many Hollywood stars who hide behind vague explanations, she openly admitted her shocking experience with Ozempic. It began during a visit to her anti-aging doctor, who prescribed the drug casually without fully explaining what it was. Handler said she had no idea she was taking a medication designed for diabetics until the side effects hit her hard. She suffered severe nausea, painful digestive issues, mood swings that disrupted her personal life, and fatigue that left her struggling to perform. "I felt like I was poisoning myself out of vanity," she later confessed. Photos from that time showed her face thinner, shadowed, and drained of its usual spark. What looked like quick weight loss was really a story of physical distress and emotional suffering. Even after stopping Ozempic, she said her body never fully returned to normal. Her energy was gone, her digestion weakened, like scars that would not heal. Fans reacted with shock and sympathy, praising her courage for breaking Hollywood's silence, while critics said her experience highlighted how casually dangerous drugs are handed out to celebrities. In a world where most stars post only polished photos, Handler stood apart by revealing the painful truth. Her story serves as a raw warning that chasing perfection. Scott Disick, best known as part of the Kardashian world and once famous for his hard partying lifestyle, shocked fans when he reappeared looking like a completely different man. Gone was the youthful, rounded face. Instead, paparazzi photos showed hollow cheeks, tired eyes, and a fragile frame that sparked immediate rumors of Ozempic use. The transformation was so sudden that even family insiders admitted concern for his health. Kourtney Kardashian, his longtime partner and mother of his 3 children, reportedly tried interventions after noticing erratic behavior and his absence from important family events. Behind the scenes, producers allegedly adjusted lighting and makeup to hide his declining appearance during reality show tapings, while friends described paranoia, depression, and a loss of the charismatic spark that once defined him. Social media debated whether his new look was the result of medical intervention or deeper personal struggles. Some fans expressed sympathy, pointing out his history with addiction and mental health battles, while others criticized him for taking shortcuts in an industry obsessed with image. What became clear is that his transformation did not symbolize a healthier chapter, but rather the toll of constant pressure to stay relevant. Those who knew him said Scott hasn't just lost weight. He's lost the confident personality that once made him a fan favorite. His story is a reminder that chasing Hollywood's version of perfection can leave even reality TV royalty fragile and broken. Lizzo is more than a Grammy-winning singer. She has been a cultural movement, using her platform to celebrate body positivity and self-acceptance. For years, she told fans they didn't need to change themselves to be worthy, and that beauty came in every size. But recent paparazzi photos revealing a noticeably slimmer Lizzo sent shockwaves through her fan base. Overnight, social media exploded with questions and accusations. Was it the result of Ozempic? Did the body-positive message she championed collapse under the weight of Hollywood's pressures? Insiders say Lizzo faced enormous stress. Record label executives concerned about sales, constant online criticism about her appearance, and the unforgiving spotlight of an industry that profits from perfection. Instead of her trademark bold speeches, Lizzo went silent. Her once vibrant social media presence became carefully curated, filled with polished photos, but absent of the fearless commentary that had inspired millions. Critics accused her of betraying her message, while supporters urged compassion, reminding others of the brutal pressure stars endure. The silence only fueled speculation, leaving fans torn between admiration for her talent and disappointment in what they saw as retreat. Adding to the turbulence, Lizzo faced lawsuits and retreated further from the spotlight. Today, while her music continues to resonate, the message of empowerment that once defined her feels muted. Lizzo's transformation has become less about body size and more about the painful question: can anyone, even the most outspoken advocate, truly withstand Hollywood's relentless demands? Sharon Osbourne, television personality and wife of rock legend Ozzy Osbourne, stunned Hollywood when she openly confessed her use of Ozempic. Unlike others who quietly changed their appearance, Sharon spoke bluntly, admitting she had lost control. Her transformation was extreme, dropping from 230 pounds to what she described as a skeleton with skin. While the number on the scale shocked the public, the real horror came from the aftermath. Sharon admitted she could barely eat, her digestion collapsed, and her energy vanished. Quitting the drug did not restore her body to normal. The side effects lingered like invisible scars. What made her confession powerful was not just her honesty, but the courage to admit fragility in an industry where aging and imperfection are treated like sins. Sharon described weight loss as addictive, with early compliments and looser clothes, fueling a cycle that quickly became a trap. Fans were shaken by her words, with many praising her bravery, while others worried about the larger trend she exposed. Her story is both a warning and an emergency call. If someone with access to the best doctors and endless resources could be devastated by Ozempic, what chance do ordinary people have? Sharon's confession stripped away the glamorous illusion and showed the terrifying cost behind the Hollywood pursuit of thinness. Mindy Kaling, writer, actress, and producer, rose to fame with The Office and The Mindy Project, where she built her brand around wit, intelligence, and a refreshing openness about body image. For years, she proudly embraced her curves, turning her insecurities into part of her charm. But recently, her body changed dramatically. She appeared slimmer, her face refined, sparking widespread speculation that Ozempic was behind the transformation. In interviews, Mindy offered vague explanations about healthy living and feeling stronger, but the speed and precision of her change left many unconvinced. Industry insiders whispered that such drastic results rarely come from natural means, especially when timed to major projects and red carpet appearances. Her social media became more polished, with carefully chosen outfits and strategic angles replacing the candid presence fans once loved. Former colleagues described someone increasingly fixated on appearance, constantly checking mirrors and struggling with confidence despite the new look. Fans felt conflicted. Some praised her dedication, while others mourned the loss of the relatable figure who once embraced imperfection. The silence from Mindy only deepened the divide. Her story illustrates the relentless power of Hollywood's image machine, where even the most authentic voices can be reshaped by pressure. Mindy Kaling's transformation is not just about body size, but about identity, authenticity, and the painful reality that self-acceptance is often no match for Hollywood's demands. From Jonah Hill to Sharon Osbourne, from comedians to
Industry
pop
that punishes
icons,
aging, weight
these
gain,
stories
and
reveal the
imperfection.
same haunting
Yet even
truth.
her experience couldn't
Ozempic
prepare
isn't
for
just a drug,
nausea,
it's a
just so
mirror of
severe
Hollywood
I could barely
itself.
work.
A
Mood
mirror
swings
that
that
shows
wrecked
us
my
how far
relationships
stars will
mirrored
go to
public
fit an
birth.
image,
She had
how quickly
digestive issues
admiration
that
can
needed
turn
real
into
medical
obsession,
that chilled.
and how the pursuit of perfection can slowly consume even the most powerful names in entertainment. The then and now transformations may look glamorous on the surface, but behind every shocking before and after photo is a
Decision
tale
I
of
ever made
silent
for my
struggles,
body.
fragile
While
identities,
perhaps
and
most
health
what
risks
fans feel
that
they've
never
lost the
make the
candid,
headlines.
self-deprecating Hill who once
Hollywood
laughed at
sells
his
us
own
the fantasy,
insecurities.
but the
Heartbreaking, isn't it?
reality
And
is
it's time
darker
to
than we
highlight to
ever imagined.
watchmojo.com some of his
As
best
fans, we have to
roles.
ask,
Top 10 John
are
Goodman
we
films, and today
celebrating
we'll be
their
counting down our
success,
picks for the top.
or are we watching their downfall in real time? If you found these stories eye-opening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because the next transformation could be more shocking than the last.